Hey, sweetheart. The last time we read about Abraham and his wife Sarah. So this time we're going to read about Abraham and Sarah's son Isaac. Because remember the last time we read Isaac, he was the seed of promise, the son that the Most High chose. So we're going to go into the history about Isaac, but we're not going to go into how he met his wife Rebekah. So if you want to read about that, you can go to Genesis chapter 24. But right now, we're going to go into when Isaac and his wife Rebekah, when they had children, and we're going to learn who was the seed of promise, the child that the Most High chose from Isaac and Rebekah. So we're gonna go. Okay. So right now we're on Genesis chapter 25, and we're gonna start at verse 19. Okay. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham beget Isaac. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife. So, as you can see, Isaac was 40 years old when he married his wife Rebekah. Rebekah is the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian, of Panaram, the sister to Laban, the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. So Isaac, he prayed to the Most High for his wife because she could not have children. And the Lord was entreated of him. So the Most High heard Isaac's prayer, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived, and the Most High answered his prayer. And Rebekah, she ended up getting pregnant. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, "If it be so, why am I thus?" So she was wondering, like, why is she? Because Rebekah, she was going through a lot of pain while she was carrying the babies. And so she was wondering, asking people, other women around, like, were y'all going through all these birth pains or whatever when you was pregnant? And the other ladies like, no. So she wondering, why is she the only one going through all of these birth pains? And she went to inquire of the Lord. So she went to seek supplication, prayer, to see what the Most High had to say about it, okay? And the Lord said to her, 2 nations are in your womb. So the Most High told Rebekah, she has 2 different nations in her womb, meaning these 2 babies that would come out of her would grow up to be 2 separate nationalities of people. 2 different nations that came out of one woman. 2 separate nations. And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. Meaning, these twins that she will have, when they grow up, they'll grow up to be 2 separate nations of people. And these 2 nations, even though they're twins, they would not be able to get along. They'll constantly be warring against each other. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. So one of the babies, the nation that grows up will be stronger than the other nation. And the older shall serve the younger. So the baby that comes out first, that nation, that older nation, the nation that comes out first, will eventually serve the younger nation. So these are two very distinct, separate nations of people that will come out of this one lady. And we're going to find out about these two nations, okay? And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, so it's time for her to give birth, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they call his name Esau. So when Esau came out, the first baby, the eldest, the oldest, so this nation of people that would come out of Esau would be the nation, the elder nation, the older nation, okay? And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel. So the baby that came out next, the second baby, when he came out grabbing Esau's heel. So we're going to get the meaning of that. What does that mean, okay? And his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when he bare them. So when Isaac became a father to these twins, Isaac was 60 years old. So we're going to go into scriptures on what does this mean about when Jacob came out, he came out grabbing Esau's heel. So let's get some meaning on that, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to go to this Bible right here. This is the 1611 edition of the King James Bible. This is your original, okay? So in this Bible, you got the Old Testament, New Testament, and the Apocrypha. So we're going to go into the Apocrypha. So we're going to go to 2nd Ezra, and we're going to go to chapter 6, and we're going to start at reading at verse 8 right here, okay? And he said to me, for Abraham to Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. So he's saying, when the babies was born to Isaac, it's talking about when Jacob was holding Esau's heel. And we're going to get the meaning of it right here. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Meaning that this nation of people that come out of Esau, they would be ruling at the end of the world. And when that empire falls, when Esau's empire falls, Jacob's empire rises right after Esau's empire fall. So that's why it says Jacob is the beginning of it that follow, because guess what? Jacob empire comes next, and he gets the next rulership. Okay? So that nation that came out of Jacob, they will rule next. Esau's empire is now. They're ruling now. So at the end of this empire, Jacob rules next, okay? And so we're going to go to another Bible. And this is the Good News Catholic Bible. So in this book also, you got the New Testament, the Old Testament, and the Apocrypha is in here, okay? So we're going to go to 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and we're going to read verse 9, okay? Let's see. Esau represents the end of this age, meaning the end of his time to rule. And Jacob represents the beginning of a new age, the beginning of the new age when Jacob, that nation, begins to rule. But first, Esau's nation of people, their empire has to fall. And once that empire falls, Jacob rules next. So our job is to learn who Esau and Jacob is. So that's our goal. That's what we're gonna aim for. So we're gonna go to this book right here. It's called the Roman Empire, the empire of the Edomites, okay? So we're going to read some more out the Bible, and then we're going to go into that book, okay? And let's see, where did we stop it? So we know what it means when Jacob came out holding Esau's heel. It means right here, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 60 years old when he bare them. So we know what that means now, because these two babies will grow up and they will be two separate nations of people. They'll have their own empire. They'll have their own kingdom, a time to rule. So when the first babies, when Esau's kingdom, that nation empire is over with, that means Jacob he will rule next, that nation of people, okay? So we on 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. So you got Esau, he loves to hunt. But you got Jacob, he's the type, he just like to be around the house. You know, he's not into going all in the woods and hunting and all that stuff. So this is not just talking about just two people. It's just look at it as a nation of people, okay? And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison. Because Isaac loved his son Esau because Esau was the one going hunting, bringing home the food. But Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sawed pottage. And Esau came from the field. And he was faint. So Jacob, he was out, he was cooking. And then you got Esau coming in from the field all tired, exhausted. And Esau said to Jacob, "Feed me, I pray thee." So Esau is telling his twin brother Jacob to feed me. I'm about to starve, please. With that same red pot. He said the same thing you got in that pot right now cooking. He said to feed me. For I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. So Esau's name was changed to Edom. Okay? And Jacob said, this is what Jacob said when Esau coming in talking about he's hungry, feed him. Jacob said, "Sell me this day your birthright." And Esau said, "Behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do me? So Esau is like, man, I'm about to die. I'm starving. He said, look, if I die, then what's going to be the point of me having this birthright if I'm dead, okay? And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore to him, and he said, and he sold his birthright to Jacob. So you got Esau, whose name was changed to Edom. He sold his birthright for pottage. Back in those days, the firstborn would get the birthright, meaning that when the father passed on and the mother passed on, the firstborn would inherit the property of the father, the parents. So Esau sold his birthright because he lacked faith. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna die if I don't get something to eat. So he sold his birthright for nothing really. And Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. So Esau, he didn't respect his birthright. So let's get a precept, okay? Let's get a scripture. Let's see what. 1 second, sweetie. Let's get a scripture. Okay. So we're gonna see what how the Most High felt about Esau selling his birthright, okay? So we're gonna go to Hebrews chapter 12, and we're gonna start at verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. So the Most High looked at Esau as being profane because he basically gave away his birthright. Who sold his birthright for what it says, a morsel of meat. He sold his birthright. For you know how that afterward that he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. Because Esau sold his birthright, the Most High rejected Esau. Because he knew Esau, he lacked faith. He didn't have faith that, hey, the Most High gonna pull me through this. So, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. So the Most High is like, you know what? No matter how hard Esau cried, he said, you know what? I would never forgive him for what he did. So Esau lost his birthright because he basically gave it away. And so next time we read, we're going to go into the blessing. And that's going to open your eyes up a little bit more about what's going on today, okay? So all of this is tying into, with everything that's going on today. And I got something else I want to show you in this book. This book right here that I was showing you. It's called The Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomite. The Edomite the Edomites are the descendants of Esau. Because remember, Esau's name was changed to Edom. So this is that nation of people right here. We're going to find out who that nation is. You ready? The Romans came from Esau. So who are the Esau's, the nation of Esau? The nation of the Edomites? The Romans. The Romans came from Esau, who is Edom. And Italy is the Idumea. So you look up that word Idumea, you'll see that name ties in also with Esau. Rome, the Bozrah of the Hebrew prophets. So the Romans are the descendants, the nation of Esau. Okay. So I'm going to show you a couple other things. Okay. Okay, we're gonna look in this phone a little bit, okay? And this is a visual chronology of Roman emperors, Augustus to Constantine. And we're gonna look at what these people look like, okay? There's one, he's a Roman. Augustus. You see? These are the descendants of Esau. Okay. Let's see. Let me check something. Okay, I think this right here is Vespasian. So we're gonna read a little bit about Vespasian, but not this time, because this is like part 1. Same thing happened again. Lord have mercy. Right here. Vespasian. So we're gonna read about Titus. He's another one too. We're gonna get some history about. See, these are your Romans right here. And they still are in power today. I know I'm scrolling kind of fast, but they're just to name a few, and I want to show you something else in here, okay? Let's see here. So the Romans are in power today. This is their kingdom. And once you, like I told you, every nation of people is in the Bible. You just have to learn their biblical names. And once you're able to do that, you will see the world totally different. Okay, here it is. I don't know what I did with it. I thought that was it. But just bear with me, okay? Okay, right here. This is in the Dead Sea Scroll right here. And we're going to read where it says, 4 kingdoms are going to subdue the children of Abraham. Frightful is Babylon. Darkness is Media. Great is Greece. And fell is Edom. Rome, you see, which is going to fall, meaning it hasn't fell yet, but it will fall. It's in the process of falling. Never to rise again. So once this empire falls, just like you had the different empires that came and rose. Okay, here's another one right here. This is Edom, Israel's brother, because remember, Jacob's name was changed to Israel. So this is talking about Esau's twin brother. And Esau's name was changed to Edom. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. So these are twin brothers right here. 2 very different nationalities of people. They have that will never get along. They can coexist for a little while, but not for long. Edom, Israel's brother and antagonist. The role of Edom in biblical prophecy and story by Bert. In later ages, the differences disappear from sight in rabbinic literature. Edom was used as a symbol for the enemy, designating the what? The Roman Empire. It's the Roman Empire. So we're gonna continue to learn more about this, but right now this is it for today. Next time that we read, we getting into the birthright. And like I said, it's going to get better and better as we go along. So we're going to get into the birthright, and at some point we're going to get into breaking down Revelations and all the other stuff, because I want you to know everything that I know so that we can be prepared during these times, because this is Esau's time to rule, and his kingdom is at its end. That's why you're going to continue to see different things happen in the earth, and we're going to be like, what? But no, it's Bible prophecy, because his empire has to fall in order for Jacob, his twin brother, that nation to rule next. So you're going to continue to see more things. So if you have any questions, you can ask. And so I will talk to you later, sweetheart.